Yo, what's up? This a quick little video. I took some melatonin, and it usually take about 30 minutes to an hour before it work. Cause like I said in the other video, I'm gonna start by hitting the gym in the morning. Since the gym, I think another enough time has passed. So with all this going on, with the quarantine, but you won't even know the corona existed these last couple of days. The same people talking about don't go out. It's a government conspiracy and all of that. But they out. They don't have no problem with other people going out protesting and burning down neighborhoods and stores and stuff. In my city, they ain't do nothing like that because these people scary in my town. They ain't even go to get their hair cut or their nails done because apparently it's a conspiracy to kill the black people with the coronavirus. I don't know how they know that, but somehow they just posting it on Facebook. They ain't trying to talk to the FBI or the Homeland Security or somebody like that if it's that serious, you know. But anyway, the day was a pretty much boring day. Um, well, I got up kind of late. I ate breakfast. Um, I watched some old episodes of Jerry Springer on YouTube, and then for lunch I went to KFC because I ain't feel like cooking, and that's pretty much it. And I came back home and I, just watched TV and stuff. Everybody was out. Everybody I called, it was either at work or busy or something like that. So hopefully all this stuff with this rioting, cause I ain't worried about the protest. That's fine. You're gonna do it. That's fine. But the rioting, that's the stuff I don't like. Cause I don't see how they're gonna uh lead to any change or whatever. You know. And yeah, fried chicken. So I ate that and I just chill for the rest of the day at home. Um, usually Mondays and Fridays we work remotely, but I think this week we're gonna have a lot of prep stuff to do for projects in the summer. So most likely we probably got to go to work tomorrow. I'm just gonna go into it thinking that I gotta go into the actual building tomorrow. So that's why I took the melatonin toning or whatever, so I could go and sleep. And the alarm, I got the alarm set to 4:20, so I could get up. I already got my gym clothes laid out. So the only thing I gotta do is just get up, put some deodorant on, brush my teeth, and go to the gym. Pull my clothes and go to the gym. And you know, and I was watching. I was glancing through Twitter, and these people with the hyperbolic statement, they had a 415 East put me on the disc. Because I follow him, he follow me. Some little black boy singing, "I Wanna Live," some song he's singing. And he retweeted some guy saying that would just make black people look helpless and timid. you know, and that's a boy. I guess it looked like he was around 13, singing with a black shirt on. And I was like, okay, you know, it looked helpless, like the tweet said, helpless, and get that boy a Glock or something, because if I had a daughter and they got married and a white supremacist or whoever, kick in the door, I want the guy to protect my daughter then rather than sing to my "I want to live" and all this other stuff. That was the stupidest thing I ever seen. Okay, What happened to the guy? Of course, it messed up. They'll arrest him, and most likely he going to prison. But I don't want to hear all this hyperbolic talk, okay? And a lot of that stuff is like clout chasing. The people laying out on the ground for 9 minutes, all that is just for a show. You know what I'm saying? Uh, all of that is just for show. Just to post it online so people can say how a good person they are. See, because a lot of people insecure like that. They need people to tell them that they're a good person and what they doing is good. So they do little extra stuff like that. Okay. And the Kaepernick fans. Oh, this is why he kneeling. I wrote on Twitter. I was like, okay, now how him playing in the NFL were gonna resolve police brutality? It wasn't. I mean, the police, the crooked police, don't like him anyway. So if anything, they'll be more angry. The man ain't in the league anymore because he suck. That's pretty much it. Other players kneeled that season and stuff, and the season after that. None of some people who kneel, they still on the team because they still productive. You know, so why they ain't get kicked off the team? You know what I'm saying? So that logic, and then y'all still falling for the man. The man con y'all. He con y'all to get a Nike deal. He con y'all to get a shoe deal. He con y'all to get a workout, which he failed y'all. Y'all should be mad. The people who ride and die with him. Y'all should be upset at the man that the man wanted to play. Y'all was let him in the league, let him in the league, and once he got a chance to get in the league, he let y'all down by pulling some shenanigans. But yet y'all still follow him blindly, So the man could just get away with anything, Of course he talking about the rioting from the comfort of his own home. That's pretty much all the celebrities, you know. Um, that condoning this. And what else been happening? I know the Freddie Gibbs came out with an album with the Acromans. I'm gonna listen. They're gonna be my song. They're gonna be my playlist for the gym in the morning. Freddie Gibbs and the Acromans. Uh, so I'm gonna rock that tomorrow. And so anybody got some? Cause they ain't really kicking in yet, but I'm kind of feeling it. But anybody got something, some questions or something, you know? Still no sports. So they still talking about the NBA and the LeBron lovers. They on Twitter saying that yeah, Golden Child. And they still talking about the playoffs or whatever. Listen, LeBron James is gonna lose. Nah, I ain't sick. I'm just nah, I ain't sick. I don't know if you was there, you was listening in the beginning, but I'm gonna start by going to the actual gym in the morning. The gym open up at 4:30, but I try to get in, especially with all this stuff going on. But you won't even know that that's a thing if you go online. You don't even know what coronavirus is. They just forgot about it. These same people who were saying, "Oh, they trying to kill us," they just forgot about it these last couple of days. But anyway, I set my alarm at 4:20. I get up, go to the gym. And I like going to the gym the first thing in the morning because I go to work at 8. So I want to go in. I'll be there for about an hour and be done with it. So when I get off work, I can either run some errands or go somewhere else or just go home and chill until night. You know, I tried. Cause the summers at my job kind of laxed, you know. So I tried the last couple of like last summer really, cause in 2018 that when I started back working out. So last summer I tried to go. I'm gonna go in the afternoon, go to the gym. Cause I we got summer hours. We get off a little earlier or whatnot. But I tried that for 1 week. I hated it. First you get off work and I don't have the gym clothes with me. I have the gym clothes at home, so I go home, change clothes, go to the gym. It'd be a lot of people at the gym, cause that'd be around 5 o'clock, and you really can't go in, do what you need to do, and leave. You know, and there's so many people in there. You got to park, and when you get out at 6 o'clock, and the day pretty much over with. So I tried that for 1 week, and I see why I go in the morning. So I just go first thing in the morning. Then Saturday, see my schedule is this. This how I work out. I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It like strength training, weights. Like various things with weight and strength training. Tuesdays and Thursdays until the Y open up, I was playing basketball in the morning. You know, and since the Y open up at 8 during the week, I'm at work, so I can't really play basketball because I'm at work. But so to circumvent that, I either walk around the college campus or I do cardio in the morning, and I set the alarm a little. I don't set it at 4 o'clock because I just do about 30-minute cardio. I set it to about 5 o'clock, 5:30. You seen the video? Yeah, I had the. I'm gonna get to the jail Smith thing. Uh, uh, Wish I had that discipline like you to get where it was like when I first started back. I was going like 3 times a week, and I wasn't doing then Tuesday and Thursday. Uh, and then as the months went on, I started going 5 days a week, and then I started like just doing splits like cardio strength, and then Saturday and Sunday I don't go to the gym. Occasionally, I probably go, but most likely I don't. I just sleep in. You know, on the J.R. Smith. What did you say about J.R. Smith? You seen the video of J.R. Smith beating up the white boy who messed up his car? Well, if he messed up his car, hey, he had he got what coming to him. I don't know if it got something to do with what going on, or whatever. But if it does, that's what he get. If he don't, that's what he get. If he messed up his car on purpose, you know, and or he walked out and saw the man messing up his car, he got what he deserved. Stop messing with people's stuff. you know. So, and businesses, and I don't know the story about what you just asked me, but these people need to stop messing because people got shot, people got a person got killed because of it, you know, and like I said, what happened to the guy is messed up and tragic. But my gripe is really with Black Lives Matter, the group. You know, why they don't do this to if the lives matter? They need to focus on the living too. Also, don't come around when the person dead. Focus on the living. I looked on the website yet again today. It was pretty much a dead site until all this started happening. Last week, and then the stuff in Georgia. Then they started posting a lot of stuff on their website, but it was like a big gap, between all of that. So clearly they just sitting around waiting till somebody where they gotta meet the conditions for they come out. It gotta be a black person, obviously, and then they gotta get killed by a white person. More specifically, a white cop. Once all them check marks been checked, then here they come. You know, if a black boy, oh man, my dad wasn't here. You know, like I said, they need to focus on that too. Also, I ain't saying don't focus on the black people get killed. Don't focus on that. Focus on that, but you can focus on other stuff also. You know, like black fathers. That more damning to black people than anything. In my opinion. But they don't focus on that because that involves working. Doing some actually work. So you ain't gonna never see them say anything about that. And and I saw some video with Killer Mike, but Killer Mike need to start hitting the gym or something for he end up in the grave. Cause that dude look like he about 400 pounds. You know. Trump saying, "Oh man, they killing us." I said, "Well, you gonna kill yourself, Killer Mike, if you keep eating." You know, that dude big as a house. You know. And I ain't talking about he big like Mark Henry. Like Mark Henry big, but he ain't a slob. You know. I said, God dog, but Killer Mike, but I could see why uh so you need to just change your diet plan up because you go end up killing yourself, you know. So yeah. So let's talk about something else until somebody asks something. The movies, like the movie theaters this year. The last time I went to the movies was um the Avengers Endgame. I went there. I think I said that in the other video. So, and this year the movie's been closed pretty much since all of this went on. And speaking about movies, the black movies, African American movies, you see the shift in the movie. Cause think about all the movies in the 90s or in the 80s, you know, like Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, Jews, you know, Clockers, New Jersey Drive, uh, Do the Right Thing, you know, a lot of the movies did not touch on race, boys and they touched on it. Don't get higher learning. They touched on it in certain aspect, but that wasn't a whole focus of the movies. Like Jews, you ain't see nothing about. Oh man, I'm a victim, and all of that. It was just some guys from high school hanging out, and they, did one mistake, and it go from there. Now all the majority of the black movie, they gotta put they are victim, racism stuff. All the movies, the black movies, or the majority of them, you know. And then cause I can't really think of no black classic, a black movie that's a classic that came out in the last 15 years. I've seen some good black movies, and I'm trying hard to think of one. But it ain't nothing like the movies of the 90s, or the 80s, you know. But that's just the culture. I'm gonna go woke. I'm gonna make a black movie. I'm gonna be woke in the movie, and then the movie end up not, nobody going to see it. So the term still hold true. Go woke, go broke. Not video games. Trying to go woke. The Last of Us 2. Going woke. And then they leaked out the endings and stuff, and I read what go on in the store. I ain't gonna buy it. I'm not buying The Last of Us 2. If you buy it, more power to you, but I'm not buying it. I don't want to get preached to about gender and all this other stuff. I don't play video games to get lectured. I may get it when it drop, like the Black Friday. It'll probably drop down significantly to $20. I might check it out. Then again, I might not. It leaked into the wokeness leaked into TV shows, because I was a big fan of the CW shows. Like Arrow. My homeboy got me on the Arrow probably like 7 years ago. I think, yeah, that was the first one, the first superhero thing on CW. I said it jumped straight. So as the time went on, Arrow, they really didn't. They did touch on it a lot, to my gun control, and they sprinkle in it. And them particular episodes be unbearable, to be honest. And the Flash, they got episodes on circle around a certain topic, and the League of Legends, not the League of Legends, that's the video game, Legends of Tomorrow or something. Now that's my favorite out of all of them. And then Arrow, and then the Flash, and then Supergirl. I just stopped watching Supergirl. I may follow up on it, but they were getting too preachy every episode. The season before last, they had a guy. It cleared that the guy was Trump, and we don't want the aliens here. We're gonna build this so the aliens can't get in. We all know what that pertaining to. I say, oh God, you know. And then every episode was something dealing with that. Oh, I can't be myself. Illegal aliens or whatever, quote unquote. You know. And I just started watching it. So but I'm a finna watching Flash and yeah, Supergirl the girl, cause I saw the last season, well, some clips of the last season, cause people talking about it. And so the she wearing pants now. you know I like, what this, why she wearing pants? She was wearing a skirt. She a good looking woman, the Supergirl actress. Why she wearing pants? And I read on, objectifying women, which she wasn't getting objectified. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't treating her like she just a bimbo or whatever. Cause the Supergirl in the comics, she wore a skirt. Now she wearing pants. And who knows what else changed. Her sister is gay and all of that. And Arrow, that one of the part that I didn't like. The black guy with that no confusing stuff. He's gay. I ain't mad. I don't got nothing against gay people. I'm just painting a picture that a lot of black actors, like being shows and movies, they be gay, they be homosexuals. Like what is it with that? It's the Arrow thing. And the show something Smith, that's on Netflix. The man, they have the black gay people. They act all flamboyant and oh no you didn't and all of that. Cause since I was since I've been working, I work with gay people. Like it was like a dude in IT. He was a gay man. He was a white guy. Unfortunately, he passed away like a couple of years ago. He was kind of older. He was a good guy. He I didn't know he was gay because he didn't act like it until he told us. And he worked with us. And shortly he had to quit because he got sick. I don't know where he got sick from. And then we just got out of touch. Then probably like 4 years ago, the coworker in my old job told me that he passed away. He been passed away. He was a good guy. He didn't act like, I'm a dress up, I'ma switch and snap my fingers. He just act like a regular guy, you know. And but the the TV portrayed a gay black man as all flamboyant, oh, like Shanae and stuff like that. I wonder why they do that, So, and like I said, I don't got nothing against gay people. If you gay, hey, that's you. Just don't try me with it. That's all I ask. You know. But what else going on? What's in video games? Oh yeah, the PS5. I think I said it last night. The PS5 going to be released. Well, not released next week, but they probably most likely gonna say when it come out. I might get it when I may get it when it first come out. You know, cause I got a lot of a backlog. Cause I got Red Dead Redemption 2. I just played it for about an hour last November, and I ain't pick it up yet. I ain't pick it back up. Borderlands 3. All these games I got on Black Friday. Borderlands 3. Uh, what other games? I think those are two main ones. I'm playing some games on my Switch, trying to clear out some junk. So so I got a little backlog. And, I don't rush through the games now. Like when I tell you that I beat them and then trade them, I don't rush through them. I get try to get everything that I could possibly do on it. And I'm a gamer. I don't play new game plus. Like you can play the game over with all the stuff you got in the first game. Because I usually play one player games, and unless it got multiple endings, you know, I don't do it. Now speaking about that, like games now I don't now the games that I beat and never I don't think I'm ever gonna trade it in is I got The Witcher 3. I bought that when it first came out. And they're like one of my favorite games ever. So I ain't gonna trade that in. I might play it once I, you know, get some of these games out of my backlog and just play it again. Cause I last time I played it was 2016 during the summer all enough. So I forgot a lot of stuff, and then they got multiple endings, so I could do different stuff or whatever. And I don't remember what exactly happened to it with it in the story. And another game that I'm not gonna trade in, Overwatch. And I'm a person I don't like playing multiplayer games like Call of Duty and Battlefield and games like that. But when Overwatch came out in 2016, I saw the people praising. I said, "Well, let me buy it and see what it is." I got hooked. You know, I used to some nights I was playing that junk up into the night. You know, and I played it again like a week ago. You know, I'm still, well, the thing I like about it is I ain't really good at them games, but I don't die a lot playing Overwatch. Like, if I get killed every time I walk out of the thing, I probably wouldn't like it. But it's some games I'll be killed. I only die once or twice. Some games I don't die no time, and there's some games that I die like about 8 times and don't kill anybody. So I like it. So those two games pretty much I ain't gonna ever trade in. Uh, so and what else? Cause the only systems I have is the PlayStation 3. I still got that one from 2010. The PlayStation 3. The PS4. I got that when it first released, and then I traded that one in to get the PS Pro because I got a 4K TV I bought like 4 years ago, and the Nintendo Switch I bought last year, like around this time last year, like May. I traded in my Xbox S, cause I bought that like a Black Friday, like two Black Fridays ago, I think. And I didn't really play that. I didn't really. No, it was Black Friday 2016 when I bought the S. I think yeah. Was it? Yeah, I think it was 2016. And man, I ain't played a junk. I played it like that first month I bought it, but the games didn't really click to me with me. There was a lot of multiplayer games and stuff like that, and I really don't play multiplayer games other than Borderland and Overwatch. You know, and that thing started collecting dust. And then so I saw the Switch. I said, well, let me try the Switch, because I'm a Nintendo fan. Because I had got the Wii U. The Wii U sucked. I bought that and I traded that in like years ago to get some stuff. And so I traded the Xbox in at GameStop towards a Nintendo Switch. And when I got, yeah, that I think I bought that like last April or something. Because when I bought it, I ain't take it out of the box until like June or something like that. You know, I just had it in the closet. See if somebody got somebody else on. Nobody ain't chatting. Oh yes they are. Oh, I ain't scrolled down. It probably wait a few months before I get it. Oh, I ain't see none of this identity politics. Yeah, I heard Snowfall was good. I'm gonna check that out. My favorite hip hop group of all time is Wu Tang Clan. I ain't see none of this. Let's see. He did it on hers. He did it on hers. They riot in the LA. Black Lives Matter is a fraud funded by George Soros. Yeah, I think black. Because I don't see, them doing if they doing anything like if Black Lives Matter doing stuff. I don't see it, and they don't never talk about it. They only come around when somebody black get killed. But I don't see them focus on the living. Uh, what my favorite hip hop group of all time, the Wu Tang Clan. It's not NBA for me because they really just came out with two albums. I think yeah they came out with an album before Straight Outta Compton, but that wasn't. They breakout album was on Straight Outta Compton and Ends for Life, and I think that was it. I mean, they were both good albums, but they don't have a long catalog to me to consider my favorite group. They ain't even in my top five. I think my favorite groups number one is Wu Tang. Number two is probably uh, Mob Deep or Three Six Mafia, and one or the other. And I mean the original Three Six Mafia with um with Crunchy Black and Lord Infamous and when they all together, Gangsta Boo and stuff and Mob Deep, uh and Bone, that's one of my favorite groups, and Gangstar, you know. So if you consider that a group, cause it really just one rapper, but it's a group to me. So those are my top five rap groups. Uh yeah, I don't know why Supergirl wearing pants. I'm sorry, I'm just catching up because I didn't see any of these. Yeah, I heard that Snowfall was good and Supergirl wearing pants. I don't know what that's about. Like you said, some woman empowerment. I mean, it ain't like she was wearing like a bikini bottom or anything. She wearing a skirt, you know. Yeah, I might wait a few months. It depends on, it really ain't the price with me anymore. But it just like what they gonna come out with, and I got a backlog. Like I've been beating some of the games that I got Black Friday, so I'm holding them. and I'm gonna trade them all in at one time, and I might just use that toward the game for the PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5 itself if GameStop or have some available to pre-order. Yeah, I might wait a while till they work out the kinks. But the PlayStation 4, I mean, well, when I bought it, like you was I was excited when you first got it and played the games that you bought. But it was like a span for a couple of months that I ain't even played the PlayStation 4. You know, like when I first got it. Yeah, I like Ninja Gate. Well, not the Nintendo ones. The Nintendo ones too hard. And I played on the the newer ones. The Ninja Gaiden that was on Xbox. I got a little far in the game, but it was too hard. I kept dying, and I played Ninja Gaiden 3. I mean not 3, 2, and I like 2, and I didn't get a chance to play 3 or whatever. I hope they remake it. Why you put a lot of popular videos? I don't know because um probably because it was outdated, I guess. But I may put some. I still got them saved. I got like a cloud, a OneDrive cloud that I keep videos that I did up there. So if I want to use them, I can just download them and re-upload them or whatever, or put them on private. You know, I might just do that one day. Just ask people what videos they want to see and look at it and then just re-upload it or take it out private if I still have some on private. Yeah, Wu Tang the best now. Now, their first two albums, well, Nine Diagrams. Now that album sucked. Let's just call it spade. That album sucked, and but the rest of the Wu Tang album been pretty good. Yeah, I remember when Blitz wore a suit. Yeah, he wore a suit, and the other guys they wore like a blazer, and stuff. I mean, it just video y'all just talking crap. Cause I just talk crap about LeBron. I ain't gonna dress up for it, but they dressed up for it. Yeah, Gilbert Arenas. Yeah, I might. Yeah, I'm gonna look and see it. Then I make a note or something. Let everybody know I put some videos out private. You know, and yeah. So like I said, yeah, Reggie been in prison since his last video. I think he should be out soon. So you know, if he want to do it, he'll let me know, and then I let him record, and then I put it up for him. But yeah. So what I'm talking about? Yeah, the Nintendo Switch. I didn't play that for months, and then in the summer, before I went to New York last year, I hooked it up and download some downloadable games and played it. And then when I went to New York and came back, I downloaded Zelda Breath of the Wild and played that. That was like my summer game. And then I like the Switch. I like it better than the Wii and the Wii U, cause I bought the Wii U and the Wii. Uh, I traded them back in, for credit. And but the Switch, I think I'm gonna keep that for a while until they just, cause a lot of stuff coming out and a lot of stuff only coming out on Nintendo. And this one thing I hate about Nintendo, all the games is $60. You know, they rarely get deals. I got Mario Odyssey. I bought that Black Friday. It was $30. So I bought. I ain't take that out of the wrapper yet. Um, um, but they quality games, but they all $60, and they rarely have sales. Yeah, I like currency. You know, and then another group of guys that I just started listening to recently is the Griselda Boys, uh Westside Gun, Conway, and what Benny the Butcher. I saw their names like last year and the year before, but I ain't pay no attention to them. I was like, oh, they probably like mumble rappers and stuff. I don't want to hear that until my homeboy on Facebook said, "Hey man, listen to Benny the Butcher plugs something with whatever that album called. My plugs or something came out last year. They had a picture of Scarface, a scene from Scarface with their face blanked out. And I said, well, let me check it out. I heard it while I was working out because it's just a short, EP. I said, man, these boys can rap. And then I started listening to Westside Gun and Conway the Machine. And then, I started listening to their backlog. Well, some of the business stuff from, I just go on Spotify and then I just look at the date and I download them in order from the oldest to the latest release. Now, a lot of being in earlier stuff I didn't like, so I skimmed through. I didn't like it, so I just ended up deleting it, removing it out my rotation. But the last stuff for the last couple of years or whatever, I like. And Conway the Machine, I like all his stuff that's on Spotify. And Westside Gun, same thing with Westside Gun. I like all his stuff. Now out of the three, I like Westside Gun the most. You know, I think Benny the better rapper, but as far as production and presentation, I take Westside Gun. Like he my favorite, and he kind of remind me of Ghostface. Like if Ghostface Killer and Raekwon had a baby, it'll be him. You know. And those two my favorite Wu Tang members. Ghostface being my favorite. So I'm more drawn to the West Side Gun stuff than the rest of them. If I had to pick, you know, yeah, they from Buffalo. Uh, you still friends with NBA Jerry? You probably gotta ask him that. I just leave it like that. But uh, what's your favorite food? My favorite food is I guess uh my favorite food is I don't know. I guess you say chicken, that'll be easy. I guess when you say that, you probably refer to like a Pacific dish. My favorite like meat is like salmon. Like like I love salmon. That's about the only seafood that I like. And like in my house, only thing I got a big deep freezer, one of them big deep freezer, and um so I just only thing I eat as far as meat wise is chicken, turkey, like turkey wings or turkey breast, chicken wings or chicken breast. Like I got an air fryer, so I use that or grill. I got a grill, so I grill it. Turkey, and the only fish I got is salmon. That's the only fish that I pretty much like. And as far as the turkey, like ground turkey, because I eat ground turkey, like I make patties and eat it for breakfast with eggs and there's some waffles that made with brown rice. They taste good to me. They don't, they don't taste all weedy and all of that. So I eat those with eggs and ground turkey in a patty, or I eat ground turkey and oatmeal. And as far as vegetables, the only vegetable that I like is broccoli. Broccoli number one. Like they don't have to have cheese or anything. Now I don't like raw broccoli. You know they have them platters with carrots. I don't like broccoli like that. I like them steamed, and I don't have to have cheese on. I just need just a little bit of salt, and that'll be good enough for my broccoli and spinach, um, and green beans. So those are my top three vegetables. Uh, Cause that's all I got in the house. Also, I got canned green beans, broccoli in the freezer, and spinach. Nah, I ain't a bodybuilder. Nah, I just like I don't the way I don't eat trying to get bulky. I just eat, just eat just to maintain or to lose like pounds and whatnot. Not and like and for junk food now, I try to just limit it to one time a week. Give or take, it be more than that. But one time a week or payday. Like if I get paid today or tomorrow, I'll eat a light breakfast, and for lunch I eat at a restaurant. You know, so and what else I eat? I like brown rice, but it's not really my thing. I got some. I eat it, but as far as the carbs part, I eat either um a sweet potato or something like that, or rice, and I add a little butter in it, you know. I ain't good enough to say I'm gonna make a video to eat health, cause some days I pig out, like if I know, well, today I'm just gonna order me a large pizza. Like on the weekend, like on some weekends, I get like I drink like a protein shake for breakfast, and just to have something in my stomach. And then lunch, I get a large pizza, and eight slices. I eat the first four for lunch, and put the other four in the refrigerator, and then eat the last four for for dinner. And as far as alcohol, and then for junk food, you want to know about my favorite food? I think I gotta say probably tacos. You know, cause some days I make tacos. Like probably once a month or something. I get some ground beef as a seasoning in the taco and make some soft tacos. And for alcohol, I'm not a drinker per se. Like I had my first drink. I was 30 years old. That when I had my first drink, and it wasn't the hard stuff. It was like a Mike Hard lemonade. You know. So I bought that. I think it was like cranberry and something. So I had that, and it just tastes like a strong Sprite. And people who drink, they'll say, "Oh man, they're weak." I said, "Well, it's just 5%." I tried 8% once, and I felt woozy and stuff. I do all this at home. Like if I buy like the apple ale, I like that. The Mike Hard lemonade, like stuff like that. I buy, and then I just drinking it at home. I don't it's not that strong, but I'm not a drinker, so that's strong to me. And then if I go out and drive or something, I may get pulled over or something, you know. So I just don't risk that. Like when I and also when I buy Mike Hard lemonade or apple ale, I only do it probably 2 or 3 times a year. Like Memorial Day weekend, I bought a 6 pack of apple ale. Um, and like the next time, it probably Christmas time, and the third time probably like the 4th of July. Like it probably like 3 times, you know. And my homeboy D, he don't drink either, but if I have some over here, he'll get one, you know, cause it tastes like fruits, you know. So that's 5% the strongest I could go. Eight, I was woozy, you know. Yeah, I like red and meth too. Meth, I mean, red is not overrated, underrated. Uh, my favorite album of his is Muddy Waters. You know, that's my favorite album he made. And nah, I don't eat corn. I mean, if somebody have corn on the cob, I eat it. But you know, I don't go out and get it. Now, you know, when I say these vegetables and stuff, like these just the stuff I get at home. Like if I go somewhere and they have something else and that's all they have, I eat it most of the time. Now I absolutely hate tomatoes and bananas. Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers timed up with Green Bay. I mean, if it weren't for the money, the contract, I think he'd been asking for a trade. If not already, but I don't think nobody gonna sign him because the money, you know. Uh, so yeah. So I'm gonna stand by him, and and you know, after these 2 years, he out of there, I believe. You know, and Jordan Love, I'm just gonna support him. See how it goes with him. I hope he be like Russell Wilson or something like that. You know. So what else? Faithful, yeah, but them Griselda boys, them boys straight. You know. And you know, they kind of remind me of, like I said, Ghostface and Raekwon from the '90s. You know. And like I said in one of the other live streams, like I don't care about the content. I ain't like throw my nose up. Oh man, they talking about drugs and stuff. You know, I don't care about that in that aspect because they just rapping. You know, if the stuff sound good, I don't care what they rap about. You know, the content. But mm, yeah, them boys good, man. And Westside God talking about he retiring at the end of the year. I hope he don't do that. He also said he gonna work with Mad Lib and do an album. That junk will be great, you know. Now my favorite rap producer number one is DJ Premier, you know, and then Mad Lib in my top five, and a Ninth Wonder, and who else producer? I already said DJ Premier, Ninth Wonder, Mad Lib, um, I got to look at my catalog, but the RZA. Well, I got a preference to RZA, the '90s RZA. You know, I mean, Liquid Swords and Only Bill for Cuban Links and all of that. So the '90s RZA is in my top five. And I like Eric Sermon too. The '90s Eric Sermon. You know, he ain't in my top five, but it is a mention. No, I ain't nobody like I ain't knocking nobody who a bodybuilder, but I just can't see myself being that big. You know, like the wrestler Biggie. Like I can't be that big, man. I like to be like slender. You know, like have some muscle, but don't be just a big bodybuilder. I know some people who say they bodybuilders and stuff. They ain't big like Big E, but they. I said, man, and they gotta eat all this food all day. They gotta work, just live in the gym. I said, no, and to be honest, let's just keep it real. Most men or a large amount of men, they get in shape because of the women. You know, to impress women. Cause that's one of my reasons. That and potential health problems. You know, health problems in women. Because if you can look like I don't know, I can't think of nobody, but and then you get all the women, people been be aiming to look like that. I ain't knocking nobody who you know who don't work out and stuff, but let's just keep it real. You know, yeah, I like Sean Price. The Beat Miners from Duck Down, I could put them in my top five. The '90s. With Sean Price. What a Hilter Skelter. Yeah, cause I love Hilter Skelter. They first album. What is Smith and Wesson, Black Moon, and all that. Don't have a great. Yeah, Sean Price. He passed. Yeah, Rock and Rock. Yeah, cause I got one of they songs on my playlist, and I got their albums on Spotify. Yeah, but yeah, Sean Price. You no longer with us. Very underrated. Another guy I believe that underrated is the other guy that rap with the Roots. Black Thought is on another level. But for a time they had Malik B. He was rapping. He was also the other rapper until I think they kicked him off the group because he was on drugs or something. But he could rap too. Like the listen to the first couple of Roots albums. Malik B was on there too rapping. You know, and I just can't and I don't like the fact that he ain't with him no more. Because I discovered like uh when I started college. I had got some money and stuff, so I went back and started buying old stuff for some of my favorite rappers, and like their first albums and stuff like that. Now the Fugees' first album, cause the Score isn't their first album. Their first album, I forgot what it was called. That album was trash. You know, I don't know what I did with that CD. That album was garbage. Carmen's first album was trash. There's a lot of rappers that I like that came up with trash first album. Usually you'll see the opposite. Like they best album be the first album, then they just go from there. But those guys had the opposite effect, you know. And truth be told, I didn't like Kanye. Now Kanye West's first album wasn't trash. I just didn't like it compared to the other ones. The first three. Cause Graduation my favorite and College Dropout my second out of the three, and then not College Dropout, Late Registration and College Dropout my least favorite. Yeah, like Helter Skelter and Smith and Wesson with The Shining. Um, I love The Shining. They're like in my top 20 or something favorite albums, a top 10, give or take. You know, The Shining, and yeah, Late Registration my second favorite out of the first three Kanye West albums, and College Dropout my least favorite. Yeah, but trying to see what else. Um, yeah, but music, man, it just like Joey Badass. I just hate the fact that the guy that used to be with him, or the Capital Steez, he committed suicide probably like about 8 years ago now, or almost eight. It been a while ago, and that boy, he had some potential. I downloaded his mixtapes and whatnot. You know, I said, man, he produced and everything. It just I just can't. I don't know how people, I ain't a psychologist and that, so I can't really go into the psyche of why a person commits suicide. But it's just a shame that he did, especially him, because you know he was on the verge of doing some great things. Yeah, he was underrated. Also, yeah, Joey Badass good. That's one of my favorites of the newer people, and Kendrick Lamar and J Cole and you know, I cause I thought hip hop was dead. I said, man, this junk is until I started discovered all of them, you know, cause this junk become it. But let me tell you, it was a dark period for real. Like the mid 2000, like 2005, 6, 7, 8, when all this snap music and all that stuff, that junk was garbage. You know, D4L and all of that, man, that junk was complete trade. That was around the time I stopped buying new stuff unless it's from artists that I know, you know, because I was afraid that all of it was like that. And what the guy name, up into like the mid 2010s, I think I explained it like I discovered dead in hip hop, and then they started, the stuff they were talking about. I said, okay, I like this, the rappers they like or whatnot, the old school, and then I started like the album they review stuff I ain't never heard. I was downloading and listening to it, but like from I think I said like 2006 to up to 2013, I ain't buy anything new unless it's like an artist that I already know. You know, if it's a new artist, I didn't even listen to it, with the exception of Joey Badass and people like that, because I saw their music video, Survivor Tactics. If I ain't see that, I wouldn't even listen to him because I wouldn't even know who he were. You know, but I probably would have eventually bumped into his music, but and Mac Miller, I started, trying to open up my horizons, like Mac Miller that I like, and Earl Sweatshirt and stuff like that. But that span 2006 or whatever to 2013, trash music, boy. What that dude name? That All Gold everything, cause they were playing that junk like every day down here where I stay at. That jump was Trinidad James or something. Yeah, Trinidad James. That album, that song was garbage. You know. And then, I thought hip hop was completely dead. But I'm happy now there's some artists and stuff that, they don't have to be rapping in boom bap or in the 90s, because that's what I prefer. But as long as the stuff good, you know, cause Kendrick Lamar, he don't rap in boom bap and 90s New York, So long as the stuff good and got quality music, I'm happy with it. Yeah, Big Crit. Yeah, he good too. Yeah, it did brought me back because I was it was a span I wasn't even doing in the videos. I was just too busy, you know. So when I get home, I either was sleep or going to sleep or busy doing other stuff, you know. And then I discovered this live thing. That take a lot of time out of me trying to do the video, uploading it, and all of that. So with live, I could just do the thumbnail and then just turn it on and talk. Cause I don't script. I don't have a script when I do those videos. My videos anyway. I just read what's going on. I watch the video I'm referring to, and I try to remember what all, they say in the video so I can bring it up and I just go from there, you know. You ever gotta watch out for these Jakes. Jakes killing people in Minnesota and all this other stuff, you know. No, I don't watch. I don't listen to Takashi 6ix9ine. That the snitch, ain't it? That the guy who snitched. You know. I ain't no gangster or nothing, but I know not to be a snitch. You know what I'm saying? And then also, I know not to put myself in situations like trying to prove that man, I'm a gangster. I'm start doing gangster stuff, hanging out with gangsters. You know, so I could prove to people how much street cred I got. Cause I ain't no gangster, So I ain't gonna put myself in a situation that I'm facing 50 years, and if I don't tell the people, they know I'm going to prison for 50 years and stuff like that. So, you know, and then also I ain't no snitch anyway. Like now it's some wild stuff like let's just say the a guy molesting children like 3 year olds. Yeah, I'm gonna do something about that. I don't think I'm breaking the street code if I tell the people that this man molesting 3 year old children. You know. But other stuff like, hey man, did you see who ran across this store? I'm saying, no man, I ain't seen nobody, or I don't know who he is. So, but the Takashi guy, I think he was involved with them and stuff like that, and trying to fit in, and then stuff got hot. He got caught up, and he starts singing like a canary, I guess. You know, that guy snitch. You know, so uh, I can't. You gotta look at the mind of they lifestyle and stuff. You know what he did was wrong. You know, Now I don't do any gangster stuff like gang activities and stuff like that. But if I did, I know not to snitch. If I get caught on my own, that just on me. Whatever. It don't have to be anything illegal, but if I do something bad at work and I get caught, let's just say for the example, like I sleep on the job, right? And I get reprimanded for sleeping on the job, and I know that other people sleep on the job. I'm not fit to throw them on the bus and say, well, this person sleep on the job too. That person sleep. Those are the worst type of snitches. The snitches that'll throw you. You don't have anything to do with it, and they'll just throw you on the bus because they got caught doing something that you do. You didn't get caught doing it. He did. He or she did, and they throw you under the bus. That was the worst kind. It was a guy that worked with us did that. He ain't no longer with us. Not he alive, but he no longer working with us. I'm glad, cause he was that type of snitch. Cause he did it openly. So I ain't tell him nothing. I ain't do nothing bad at work, but I don't tell him anything. But he'll say, "Well, such and such do it too." So he was that type of snitch, you know. And they can't be tolerated. Cause like some people at work, there's some people sleep on the not at my job. I'm just saying, there's some people, like they'll take a longer lunch or do little stuff. I say, well, it ain't affecting me. It ain't affecting my money. You know, if he sleep on the job and he get away with it, more power to him. You know. Yeah, but that Takashi guy, I don't know. Oh, the guy snitch on got 60 years. I mean, if I was that Takashi guy, if I were him and told, I just would say, look, man, just put me in witness protection, cause them guys that he running with, they don't got money that long to go to the middle of America to get them. He just don't have to show. I think he from New York or L.A. One of them. He just don't have to. Just don't show up there anymore. Ever again, and move to Montana and disappear. Okay. But he did a song or something, I believe. You know. So yeah. So what else about music? Yeah, but I don't listen to Takashi, no Lil Yachty, and anything with anything of that ilk. And I ain't knocking anybody who listen to it, but I don't listen to it, you know. And then in my city, there's so many local rappers, and don't nothing. No, just, yeah, I mean the two. I mean that span, that yearly span. I talk about the rap. That means it was horrible. You know, nah. It was some. If you look deep enough, I'm talking about as far as the surface level, and the stuff that were popular. I put it to you like that. A lot of that stuff was bad. There's some good music every now and then, but you just gotta dig on the underground, look in the underground. But that stuff was trash. And like I said, I discovered dead in hip hop because I ain't know who Freddie Gibbs was. Until they were talking about Pinata with their album of the year. I ain't know. I know who Mad Lib was. Due to MF Doom and all of that. But I ain't know who Freddie Gibbs was. So I looked at their best albums of the year for 2014 or something, I believe. And so I just Spotify all of them and started listening to them. And then that when I discovered Freddie Gibbs. I just wish Freddie Gibbs just worked with Mad Lib or the Alchemist just permanently, you know. Because, I became a fan of him due to Pinata. And he came up with some other stuff that wasn't produced by Mad Lib. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And Status Selector, I like his stuff too. You know. That got me back listening to new music. What the album called? Uh, the album, he got like a roulette table on the cover. The album, cause I bought it. I bought the album, you know. But so that was around the span when I started discovering like newer music and stuff like that. What goes around, I think that's the album. I love the album. So yeah, so around 2014, by the time that I started, listening, trying to, expand my horizon with music and discovered all these people or whatnot. But what else? This stuff's supposed to be kicking in by now. I'm kind of drifty, but I just and then also back to food. Also for drinks, like I was saying, like I probably drink So alcohol probably 3 times a year, if that, you know. And as far as drinks in the house, I got almond milk for cereal and protein shakes and water. Like I just get water. Like a true story, like in 2007, like like doing like I broke out real bad. I used to have like bad acne, or whatnot, and zits and acne. But in 2000, like through the early 2000s, I kind of like had bad acne and spots on my face and whatnot. Not like on my cheeks, really. And so around 2007, because I was working at the call center then, I broke out real bad. Because I tried, like, I was using an electric shave, so I tried to use a razor, and then I broke out. So I was like, like razor bumps and stuff. So at that point, I was drinking water, but I wasn't drinking it primarily. So I was like, man, I'm gonna start drinking water every day. Like that's the only thing I drink, and just drink a soda probably like twice, 2 to 3 times a week, if that. I started doing that, man. Like within a year or so, my face clear. My face clear now, and no more spots. The spots went away, you know, and the acne scars or whatever, all that went away. So, and I just been drinking water primarily. Like from that point to now, I drunk water probably like, I don't know, 80% of the time. I was buying like bottled water and just drinking water. You know, now give and take, there be some days that I just drink sodas. I ain't saying that, oh man, I just only drink water, but it helps if you got acne scars and so just drink water. You know, um, and use face wash. I get like they got men face. I forgot the name of it, but I've been using that too. I used that and drunk water, and everything cleared up, so my face is clear. You know, and I rarely, every blue moon I get a pimple. Since I started primarily just drinking water, so that help out too. You know, uh, So in my house, it's just almond milk and water. And if I want a soda, I don't go get cause unfortunately I lost um my cousin wife. She had passed away due to, she always drunk soda, just soda. She ain't drunk no water, period, no tea, anything. And she ended up being on dialysis, and she passed away like years, a couple years ago, but she just drunk soda. So when I'm in the mood for soda, I don't have anything like, because I don't like orange juice, but I bought some orange juice once the pandemic hit, because, to keep the vitamin C up. Uh, how much do you bench press? Well, I ain't bench press since on March, so I know it went down, but I think I was at, with 35 plus 35, that's 70. Plus the bar, uh, what that is, the bar is 35 pounds, 40 pounds, whatever the bar is, plus 70. You know, that was our bench pressing. But when I started, I was bench pressing 25, well 50 pounds in the bar. So okay, the bar is 55 plus 70, so that's 120, 125 then, which is a big improvement for 105. But I ain't bench pressed since March, so I probably got to do it from 25 just to be safe, because I don't have spotters. I don't have a spotter, so I could probably live more than 120. At the bar 55, 125. But I just don't, just to due to the fact that I don't have a spotter, and I don't want the thing to fall on me. Now if I had a spotter, I'd try to see how much I could lift. You know, because I could do 125 10 times without getting tired, but I just stop at 10. I do 10, stop, rest, and do 10 more. I do 3 sets of 10. So, yeah, Jennifer Lopez fine. Uh, I don't know who Kesha is. I heard of Pitbull and Lady Gaga. Yeah. Yeah, I might just do more reps with the weight that I know I can lift. See, because I started at 25 on each side, and then I put 30, and then I could do that kind of easy, and then I put 35. I think if I would have kept going, I would have went to 40 and probably 45. Now I ain't gonna put like two 45s on this side, two 45s on the. I don't think I'm ever gonna get that much. Like being pressing 200 pounds or something. It if I could guess, the most I'm gonna lift is probably 45, 45. What it is, 90 plus 55. Probably something like that. 90 plus is 30 something or whatever, or 140. That'll probably be the most I ever gonna lift. To be honest. Because I'm just afraid that the bar will fall on me. Yeah, and singers, R&B changed too. I mean, back in the 90s and stuff, in the 80s, they had Keith Sweat. They had different people. And then, in the 90s, I was a teenager, like in the mid 90s. It used to be girl groups. Me and my friend, we used to talk about which one we like. Which one would define it, like TLC. I think Chili was all of them were fine, but I think Chili was the better looking one. We used to have arguments and stuff. Who was the best looking one in Vogue? Who was the best looking one in SWV? Now I don't think they even got female groups now. You know, you know, we used to do that. Like, man, who the best looking one out of TLC? I think it's Chili. Man, I think it's Left Eye, this and this. I think it's Chili, though. Who the best looking one out of In Vogue? You know, and stuff like that. They used to have female groups. We ain't necessarily listen to their music, but, we looked at the videos to look at them. You know, now, I just think the only R&B, the only person to just Beyonce and everybody else, you know, who is also overrated. Uh, yeah, I like Lionel Richie too. My dad had his stuff. Not my granddad, my dad. But my dad was more like a like growing up, when I be with him, especially when we were younger, he liked stuff like Parliament and Funk, George Clinton and Cameo and stuff like that. You know that type of music he like. Jerry Levert. Cause when I spent summers with him or be with him, when I was younger, that stuff he like Parliament, Rick James, Funkadelic, Ready for the World, stuff like that. Jerry Levert, the New Jack Swing stuff too. He like Guy and Teddy Riley and stuff. You know, so that's my dad. Like my mom, she like not my grandmother now. My mom, she like Anita Baker and Al Jarreau and stuff like that. Whitney Houston, Babyface, Luther Vandross. So that's the stuff she like, you know, Tony Braxton, stuff like that. And my dad, he liked funk stuff, like Earth, Wind and Fire and stuff like that. So they listen to different music. And my granddad, he liked stuff like jazz. That's probably why I like jazz a lot too. So he listened to stuff like Miles Davis and Nat King Cole and Marvin Gaye and stuff like that. You know, and I think my grandma, I don't really know. I think she just like gospel music, I guess. So yeah, I'll be sure that stuff my mama liked and Jerry Levert and Keith Sweat and stuff. And my dad like Cameo and you know George Clinton and Rick James and Prince. That's probably why I'm a big Prince fan too, because listening to Prince with him, Prince albums, and both on like Michael Jackson. So yeah, my mom she like Babyface and After Seven and Al Jarreau and Anita Baker. She a bit Anita Baker fan. So that's stuff she liked. You know, like it was variety back then. It was like different stuff. You could always find something you like back then. And then that's probably why I listen to like older stuff too. My favorite form of R&B like from the '70s, like rhythm and blues, like Al Green and Marvin Gaye, and probably because a lot of the rap samples that from the songs I listen to come from them albums. So I end up liking the original song. So like a lot of samples come from the '70s and stuff. And then once you hear the original song, I end up liking the original song and then start following, listen to their discography or whatever. Oh, for real? Yeah, I like Babyface too, though. I like some disco stuff. Now, I don't watch battle rap. Like, some of my friends watch, I watch it when I'm over their house, but I really don't watch it, you know. But I did see something, just speaking about battle rap, I think it happened the other day. Had something on 106 and Part, the dude, it had to be old. Dude pushed the man up the stage and dude floated him. I don't know what that was about. By that time I stopped watching 106. Because I was in college when 106 really, in they prime with Free and AJ. And like after college, I pretty much stopped watching it when with the new hosts and stuff started taking over. I at that point I've been start watching it. But it was some battle rap. The dude pushed him off the stage, which, you know, I don't know why we do that. And the dude floated him. Yeah, I like Babyface too now. He was dope now, you know. And yeah, Babyface and yeah, but I don't listen to battle rap though. I just ain't no fan, I guess. Well, I can't say I hate it. I just don't you know if somebody have it on, I sit there and watch it, but I don't like just seek out and get it. And from my seat, I think the biggest group that made it, quote unquote, was Field Mob, you know. But the guys from Field Mob, they living back here now, you know. Yeah, 8 Mile. Now I be critical of Eminem, but 8 Mile was good, man. I love the 8 Mile movie. Uh, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, I like Erica. But yeah, the R&B, yeah, I like Erica Badu and Lauren Hill. I think Lauren Hill the best female rapper ever, but she don't have a lot of stuff in her catalog. But when she did rap, it was great. Yeah, Erica Badu, I don't know what she got. Well, I don't know. I guess she got some killer because Andre started acting weird. Carmen from that little span started dressing weird. You know, I sure would like to know what she do to him. Then you start seeing me wearing weird stuff. She is fine, but Erica Badu. I saw it was some video she came probably like 10 years ago that she was walking down the street with no clothes on. You know, it got my attention. And I like Erica Badu, so I kind of like neo soul too, like like 70s R&B or whatever, jazz from any era, uh, and I like neo soul, like Erica Badu and D'Angelo, and like people that ilk. I listen to that, you know. I actually got D'Angelo first album, like the physical CD. So stuff like that I like, you know. Yeah. So yeah, I like neo soul stuff, you know. And what else? But Drake, like rappers like Drake. I mean, Drake, like the songs that he come out, like they make videos for, is it on or is on YouTube. I like some of the songs. Like I put to you like this: if you could compile the songs I like with Drake, it could probably be like two full albums of songs that I like from Drake. You know. Now Drake ain't no, people crap on Drake. I ain't a fan of him, but the man ain't a scrub. He not a scrub. I just don't like him. You know, I just ain't a Drake fan. Would I go buy a Drake album? No. Did I ever sit and listen to a full Drake album? I never did. You know, uh, I never sat through a whole Drake album. You know, yeah. And another thing that led to music drop was the crunk era. I mean, kind of a contradiction considering the fact I like Three Six Mafia, but you know, they they talked about crunk stuff too. But you listen to their earlier stuff, they used to be talking about like horrorcore stuff, But the crunk with Lil Jon and all that when it started really, Cause Lil Jon wasn't no rapper, they just chanted stuff. Luke wasn't a rapper, he just did chants and stuff like that. But I like Luke more than Lil Jon, especially their videos. Cause when his videos was on TV, like it was a local access channel here in town, like in the early '90s, early to mid '90s, and that was on the channel that played Luke videos. And me being 10, 13, 12 years old, that was the closest thing I got from looking at women. So we used to sit there and watch the Luke videos on the local channel, the local access channel. They used to play all the Luke videos. We weren't getting no actual. At least I wasn't at 11. So that was the closest thing, to seeing women, grown women, you know. Yeah, I like Jill Scott too. Jill Scott a good looking woman. I heard about the battle, but I didn't see it. You know. Yeah, I like Jill Scott stuff too. Like stuff like that I like. You know. Uh you know. Uh but alright folks, I think I feel to lay it down. I'm kinda drifting off. It kicking in now. I might do this I know I'm gonna have a busy week at work starting tomorrow. So unless LeBron James, Shannon Sharp, some of them say so stupid to bash Jordan or to boost up LeBron, I might not do a video unless something happen in sports. And I do something like the random topics. I'll make a post. I got to see if I'm gonna be doing something Friday night or Saturday night or something. And if so, yeah, comment been up and down too. Cause nobody smiling. That album was trash. But anyway, like I said, I'll make a post. So a lot of people go be in the live screen. They go talk and ask questions and stuff. If I don't have anything planned Friday evening or Saturday evening or something, but for the most part, I'm not gonna really be doing any video this week unless something happen. It ain't gonna be nothing like this. It's gonna be like the regular video. So alright, folks, I'm finna fall out. Yeah, he never been consistent, but we'll talk about that next time. Alright, folks.